Is that in focus?
All right. How's it going, guys? I want to answer a question I've been curious about. I think it's a very important question. Does alcohol help you learn a second language? I'm going to do this with some science. Today, I'm going to look at some of the studies that support or does not support this idea. And then in the next video right here, I'm going to try and test it out by drinking alcohol and then having native Korean speakers tell me if my Korean goes up or down. And you guys can judge too. So let's look at some of these studies. I just got a few of them here. The first one done in 1970 is called The Effects of Experimentally Induced Changes in Ego States on Pronunciation Ability in a Second Language, an Exploratory Study. Woo! So what they did in this study was they had two groups of students, and they gave one group real alcohol and they gave another group fake alcohol, and they found that at around 1.5 units of alcohol, maybe a shot and a half of rum or vodka, your pronunciation went up noticeably, significantly, they say. After 1.5 shots or 2 shots, you start going down a lot and very fast. It makes sense, right? If you try and just make sense of it. But then if you have too much, you lose control, and then you can't even speak your own native language well at all. I've been there. I've tried it.
We have a heavy rotation tonight. We had a very Darrison, but let's go ahead, Terrace English for the bit. They have the pit.
The next study that I looked at was really surprising to me. It says that alcohol will help you with your memory. Now it just blows my mind because there are so many things I don't remember because of alcohol. What they're saying is it helps you with your subconscious memories, not your conscious memories. There's a difference. So when you drink alcohol, your brain releases dopamine, which is a chemical in your brain. People commonly think of dopamine as a happy transmitter or a pleasure transmitter, but more accurately, it's a learning transmitter. We become more receptive to forming subconscious memories and habits with respect to food, music, even people and social situations. We drink alcohol, we feel good. Our subconscious brain is like, well, I feel good. Whatever I'm doing right now, I'm going to remember it. I'm going to repeat it. So if you're learning a second language and you feel good about it because you're drinking alcohol, those subconscious memories are going to strengthen. That's what this study's about. So that's it. We got good pronunciation. We've got stronger subconscious memories. Now the last thing I want to talk about, what we do know about alcohol is it lowers your inhibition. Your inhibition is that voice in your head which tells you not to do things because there might be some consequence. For example, I'm not going to try and pronounce that word because I'll look like a fool in front of all these people. That voice is your inhibition. Alcohol lowers that inhibition. So this is a double-edged sword because if you have lower inhibition, you're not afraid about making mistakes, and that's a good thing because you can speak out freely and you can get the speaking practice that you need. But it's also a bad thing because you're not afraid of making mistakes, and you might make a lot of mistakes and ingrain those mistakes. Another bad thing that might happen is you might become dependent on alcohol to give you the courage, the liquid courage, for you to speak out, the confidence, which might not be altogether a good thing. So that's it. That's all of the evidence I found with a few Google searches. In the next video, you guys can decide for yourself if my Korean goes up after how many shots of soju. Of course it's soju because I'm trying to speak Korean. If I was learning Spanish, I would try tequila, obviously. I'm going to have some native Koreans judge my Korean ability as I'm taking shots on 5 criteria. The first one is pronunciation. Second one is fluency, like how natural it's coming out. Next one is accuracy. How correct are my words? And next one is vocabulary range. How many different words am I using? And the last one is, I think, very understated, is charm. Am I being charismatic? Am I fun to talk to? Because language is social, you have to talk with other people. If you're more fun, then you might get more chances to speak the language. So I would love to know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe so you get to see the next video, and you'll get to see the experiment, the hands-on alcohol experiment. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.